Dear students, we have learned history of Christianity from first century till now. In today's class, I am introducing a new concept that is developed among the academic world of history of Christianity. It is world Christianity. When the term world Christianity is used, you may tend to think that what is that? It's an emerging field, and the study of world Christianity investigate and seek to understand Christian communities, faith traditions and practices as they are found among the people of the 6 continents, expressed in diverse ecclesial traditions and informed by the multitude of historical and cultural experiences in a world that, for good and ill, that is rapidly globalizing. So when I say world Christianity, it is concerned with both diversity of local or indigenous expression of Christian life and faith throughout the world, and the variety of ways they interact with one another. At the same time, constructively, they critically are developed and they spread across time and space. This world Christianity that is experienced and exercised by the marginalized communities of faith, particularly in Asia, Africa and Latin America context. And in Asia and in Africa and Latin America, the people who are from marginal background, they experience Christian faith, adapting their own local cultural symbols and cultural practices. So they have strong faith in Christ, but at the same time, their local culture, cultural symbols, they have adapted and internalized into their faith experience of Christianity. So in this term, we can understand the interculturality, Indianized practices, inculturation and ecumenical activities and interreligious encounters, and at the same time strong faith in Christian teachings and values. So it has border crossing experience, it has negotiating border experience, and it also has some historical roots. So that's what the world Christianity. So it seeks to foster, to study and practice both local and translocal ways of knowing and doing. It is connected with both local and the global. Often when we study history of Christianity, we tend to think that Christianity has spread from Europe to Asia or Africa or Latin America. But as you and me are the students of Christianity, if we look the birth of Christianity, it was from Asia, West Asia. So Christianity has started from the East and developed in the West and has passed on to the other countries and has grown phenomenally in the third world countries. The scholars use this concept, world Christianity, to represent a major shift in the academy of Christianity or academic study of Christianity. It moves away from viewing Christianity as predominantly Western religion and instead try to understand it as a global, culturally diverse, and locally shaped faith. If I put it into simple words, when we speak about Christianity, often we tend to think that Christianity has come from West or it's a more of Western religion. But when I say world Christianity, it is opposite to that. That means it is universal, it's a global, and culturally Christianity is diverse and it is locally shaped faith. This perspective recognizes that Christianity is no longer centered in Europe or North America, but it is vibrantly a lived religion or lived cultural expressions found across Asia, Africa, Latin America, and other parts of the world. That's why, after the Reformation, we studied the spread of Christianity, whether it's a colonial Catholic Christianity or colonial Protestant Christianities. We focused more into the spread of Christianity in Asia, Latin America, and Africa. So this world Christianity, this unit or this model deals with that culturally diverse Christianity that represents world Christianity. Historically, Christianity developed within the Greco-Roman world. Later, it became closely associated with European culture after Christianity became a state religion during the time of Constantine. During the colonial period, Christianity spread to other continents from Europe through missionary expansions or missionary movements, but that Christianity was often looked by the people as imperial expressions. And for a long time, this led to the assumption that Christianity was essentially a Western religion exported to the rest of the world. But this fundamental understanding has been challenged in the recent decades. One of the most significant developments leading to the emergence of world Christianity is the demographic shift in the global Christian populations. Today, majority of the Christians live in the global south, in the countries like Nigeria, Brazil, India, and South Korea. This shift has transformed the center of gravity of Christianity, making it a truly global religion with multiple centers of vitality. So, Christianity, which had an assumption that it was from West, now has been challenged, and now the scholars of Christianity has understood that Christianity is a world Christianity and the majority of the Christians are living in the global south. That's why the process, or in the context of Asia or in Africa and Latin America, Christianity is very much indigenous and the practices are very much culturally interwoven, and in faith they practiced the kingdom values taught by Jesus, but in the practice many cultural elements and cultural practices are embodied in the Christian practices. For example, if we take Africa, Christian worship is often included indigenous music, dance, and communal expressions of spirituality. That is also same with the context of Asia and also Latin America. That's why we have many contextual theologies emerged in Asia, Latin America, and Africa. So world Christianity, when we speak today, in recent years, it is more like they focus more on reverse mission. During the colonial period and aftermath, we had many missionaries from the West to the rest of the world. Now, the phenomena of reverse mission has further illustrated the changing dynamics of global Christianity. Missionaries from Africa, missionaries from Asia, missionaries from Latin America are now actively evangelizing the Europe and North America regions that were once the primary centers of missionaries. This reversal highlights the polycentric nature of Christianity today, where no single religion holds dominance over the faith of the other. If we take the Indian context, me as from India, world Christianity is particularly evident. Christianity in India reflects a rich tapestry of traditions from ancient Syrian Christian commitments to modern Pentecostal movements. In regions like Tamil Nadu, cities like Chennai and other parts of Tamil Nadu or South India, Christian practices are deeply influenced by local culture, language, and social structures. Churches incorporate indigenous music, architectures, and rituals, demonstrating how Christianity is continuously adapted and reinterpreted within the Indian cultural framework. So, world Christianity means it represents a transformative way of understanding Christian faith. It recognizes Christianity as global and Christianity as a diverse one, and Christianity as a dynamic religion shaped by the lived experiences of believers across different cultures and contexts. By moving beyond the Western centered perspective, world Christianity, within quote, highlights the richness and plurality of Christian expressions worldwide. As Christianity continues to grow and evolve, the study of world Christianity also remains essential for understanding its past, present, and future in an increasingly interconnected world. So, when we study world Christianity, we need to take into consideration interreligious dialogue, ecumenical activities, and interculturality and lived experiences of Christian people. So, world Christianity is widely the Christianity that is practiced as lived religion among the people of the third world countries, which has now become a global religion and become a reversive mission oriented church. Thank you.